This is just my opinion, but I still don't see the Lakers as a super team. I know they got Westbrook, but this is just my opinion. Now, from a personal standpoint, Westbrook is one of my favorite point guards. This entire video is not meant to hate on Westbrook. I love him. One of the most explosive players we will ever see. One of the most dominant point guards we will ever see. But with that being said, him being on the Lakers does not make them a super team. Let's not forget, though, that Westbrook is one of the most least efficient player in NBA history. Not even right now, but in NBA history. If you look at his stats, his field goal percentage, besides that Houston Rockets season 2 seasons ago, he was statistically one of the worst efficient players in this league. We all know that Westbrook is also a negative on the shooting side. He is not the best shooter, and there will be games where he is also a terrible shooter. It happens almost every year. Let's also not forget the fact that Westbrook is very injury prone and likes to play through it. Now let's compare that to LeBron. Let's just not skip over the fact that in these past few seasons, LeBron has had the most injuries he has ever had in his entire career. Let alone the fact that he is getting up there in age. And by the end of this year, he will be 37 years old. Now that doesn't disregard LeBron's greatness. Almost every year he plays at an MVP caliber level. And that in itself is amazing, and almost nobody can do that. However, this happens with every superstar once they get up there in age. It doesn't matter how long you can last. It doesn't matter how much money you put into your body in making it better. Your body just simply can't keep up with your mind and mentality. Now, like I said before, I don't mean to hate on anybody in this video. This is not hate, but let's be real here as well. LeBron, we see the games that we watch LeBron play, and there's not really any defensive effort at all. He would have some steals and blocks here and there and some good plays, but we know that there will be a lot of moments where he just doesn't put any effort on the defensive end, and that can be a problem. I mean, I know age is a problem for him, but it's almost like sometimes he only cares about the offensive side. Now, Anthony Davis is an interesting case. He's been ridiculed with injuries for his entire career, and he just can't seem to get a break. And when he does come back fully healthy, I guess you could say, he clearly doesn't play the same. I mean, who wouldn't? But his game just drastically changes after even a minor injury. And this could really be a problem for the Lakers as well, because he is also playing more center lately. Even last season, everybody noticed this, but he wasn't himself. He was extremely uncomfortable. Even Shaq said that someone like Jordan Clarkson should be an all-star over him. Anthony Davis shouldn't have gotten it or doesn't deserve to be an all-star this year. And he was right. I mean, Anthony Davis clearly looked uncomfortable, and I don't know if he was fighting an injury through the entire season, but injuries can play a big toll. And especially on Anthony Davis, even after injuries, he's almost never the same. And that could be a problem because he is your defensive anchor. And without him, there's no shooting as well, and there's no defense. And that is even a bigger problem. Let's not gloss over the fact that the Lakers have no shooting as well. No defense and no shooting, as long as no spacing. But in terms of shooting, they lost someone like KCP and even someone like Kyle Kuzma, who hasn't been good, but he is another guy who can kind of shoot. And that was very detrimental to their team. And I know they got someone like Westbrook, who's an extremely good playmaker, amazing in transition, but he's also one of the worst shooters in the league. Now, that doesn't mean the Lakers can't be a super team. I've been emphasizing the fact that, they have no shooting, no spacing, no fully healthy players, but that could all change. I mean, LeBron, AD, and Westbrook could all be fully healthy. They there's still an offseason left. Yeah, there's still an offseason left. They could still get some shooters. Like I said, they don't really have any shooters. They lost KCP and Kuzma, but they could get some shooters. And to be honest, that's the only way I think they become a super team. If they're all fully healthy and they sign some shooters for cheap. And there you go.